Hi Dan. So I have the scan running for car title loans California.com. I've gone ahead and put this through. This is the one last pass that I'm making for this video. Also to explain what has been done and what can't be done really because it's not within the realm of SEO or maybe the team developer would have something to do with this. But that being said, we have the vast majority, 80% of the issues have been fixed, and 100% of the SEO issues have been fixed. Um, the ones that are not I'll identify this, so let the scan run and complete running. And what I do is I run the scan as how Googlebot would render the website. So, but Googlebot also doesn't render JavaScript, so I have JavaScript turned off. And because there is JavaScript on the page, a lot of the warnings you're seeing is because the bot cannot render JavaScript. But if you look at the priority over here, it's low priority, so it has very little to do with SEO. It just has something to do with this not being able to render. So all these warnings here are mainly it not being able to render JavaScript. So you've got, for instance, the response code internal redirection. This is another JavaScript problem, which if you have JavaScript turned on, I think it will redirect, but Google doesn't see this as a redirect. But when I check, this also has a redirect in the htaccess file. So even if this does not redirect the htaccess file, which is a much lower level file, Google is reading that first, so Google knows that there's a redirect. Also, it says security unsafe cross origins links. This is something to do with the website security and the way JavaScript is running security for the team. But again, this has nothing really to do with SEO and maybe also not with security because we have JavaScript turned off. Security missing HSTS, this is the same kind of error, but mainly these are security errors. The H2 The H2 multiple that we see here, this is like multiple H2s on a single page. This too is not really an SEO problem. You can have multiple H2s, but as you can see, this bot reports everything, so that's why I use it. It doesn't just report SEO problem because I want to be the person who understands what problem is an SEO problem, what problem is a programming problem, and what problem is something that will affect your rankings, and what issues we can overlook. And so that's why I use this, because I want all issues with the website reported. It shows canonicals are missing for one page, but the reason why this canonical is missing, if you look at the left, this is a PDF document, so your PDF document can't really have a canonical. And so that's one of the reasons why it's missing. It's also a file from 2019, so Google is not really concerned with that. We've also got a no index directive, which is fine. 18 pages are no indexed. These are mainly, I think these are paginated blog posts, which have this. Again, this is not an SEO problem. No follow directive on one page. This is the email protection page, so obviously you don't want Google to be crawling this page. You also links pages without an internal outlinks. This is again so you have a page that's non-indexable and has an outlink, which means it links to an external source like maybe Wikipedia or some other source. But because this is a no index, Google doesn't see this page. Again, I'm not too concerned about this because this is again an email protection page, and I think the link maybe goes to the email service provider. Response codes blocked. And so we have this. This is another warning. It's not really an issue. So it's mainly that these pages can't be crawled. And when I check this out, is because these are mainly pages that have to do with the blog and pagination. Also cache pages. So again, these are just 5 pages. So, and it's not really an SEO problem. We've got URL parameters. This is also a low priority. And mainly what this is like, you've got the blog post and you've got a pagination menu at the bottom. And so this is mainly those pages. And so the URLs are kind of strange looking because this is a very old format. And so it's not recognized, but it's not against Google's guidelines either. So you got location key is equal to y p r, and if I copy this over here, I'll show you this in the browser. Just copy the link over here and we will paste it. Paste it here real quick. Go down, you'll see that these are the paginated pages. So you've got A, B, C, D, E, F, C. So it's mainly these pages that are triggering most of the problems. And the reason is because this is in JavaScript. If this was in HTML or XML or something else, perhaps this would not trigger it. But this is something that Google is not concerned with. And I mean, short of changing maybe the theme or maybe just at the risk of breaking something, this is a very low priority. So you don't want to mess with this. Other than that, all of these other problems, for instance, this is an H2 duplicate. This I went over. Page title, same as the H1. Now, this is not really a big problem, but if your H1 is different from the title, that's a good thing because that's another opportunity for you to insert your keyword. But I wouldn't know what to change these pages to, and so I left these as is. Where they were self-explanatory, they were 300 of these pages. So where they were self-explanatory, I changed it. But with these, I'm not sure. And also, a lot of these blog posts are way too old. So even for us to be messing with. But you can take a look at these links. Now you can take a look at and see if these can be updated. And if you're updating them, you can update the title and the H1 and make sure that they're different. Then you've also got, you've also got H2 inclusivity corrected, not really an SEO issue. H1 duplicates. Now this is also not an SEO issue, and the reason why you are having this is because, so let's say you have an H1 on one page that says car title loans. You have another H1 on another page that says car title loans in California. And so this is mainly flagging that, and so this is not also an SEO issue. Because the vast majority of these we addressed. I think there were maybe 250 of these we addressed, but this is not really an SEO issue. But we did it anyways, and also with these pages, these are not all that great either. And I mean, if you have some H1 duplicates, that's not a problem. If you have 300 of them, then that's a problem. So then we have page title duplicates. This is also multiple page titles that are almost the same. Not a big problem with SEO, but I mean, if these can be addressed, I'm not sure how, because maybe you would want to take a look at these pages, because I think these pages are, if you take a look at these, I don't remember exactly, so let us just pull this up real quick. So car title loans approval process, and you submit and all this. So mainly it's these kind of pages which are paginated, and this is just 6 of these pages. So if you look at the other one, just for investigative purposes. So as you can see, need a title loan, car title loan approval process. Title loans near me location. So for some reason it's being flagged as page title duplicate, but I don't think these are duplicates. So it says car title loan approval process, car title loans California, car title loan near me local column. So this is a false positive. I didn't remember exactly why I left this out, but this is a false positive. This is content readability, nothing to do with SEO. And if you stop on the top, so this is an HTTP. So mainly some of the pages, I think these were some of the earlier pages, were HTTP, whereas Google wants us to do HTTPS pages. But when I went to these pages, these automatically redirect, which means that it's not a problem. So if I do a copy here, and this is the main page, if I do a copy here and I paste this over here real quick, you will see that it redirects. You see this padlock over here, so it's an HTTPS page. So it redirects fine, and this was not a problem to begin with, but it just shows up. And I think this is mainly also a JavaScript issue with the website. It's not the theme automatically. If you have JavaScript turned off, it does not redirect. Mainly that's maybe the issue here. Pages with all text missing, not really a problem because those are decoration, mainly images, and images are not part of the content. A lot of them we fixed. There were like 600, 700 of them. A lot of them we fixed, but many of the pages were not even hosted directly on the site. They were off-site, so we couldn't really go in and fix those. But Screaming Frog reports them, so we might as well explain what they are. So this is pretty much it. I think I've covered almost everything. So we back to the URL contains spaces. So this I maybe not explained. There are two URLs that are really strange. I've never encountered this before. And if you look at the URL, it's like this open. So I think maybe this is a database reference or something. But regardless, I went ahead and I redirected these pages to the home page, because when I went to the page, it was just a 404, so I redirected them. But they're still showing here. But if you go here, I think they'll still show us a 404 because they're, I think maybe they're database pages, or maybe they're redirected. Let's take a look. Okay. Alright, so I think these redirected fine. So these redirected to the main page. So I set up a redirect just so that Google doesn't have a problem with them. But they're still being reported because the redirect is done on the HTXS level, and this is not scanning that, but Google scans, I think, at the HTXS level. Other than that, this is all pretty much okay. If you have a question, you know where to reach me. Next phase will be keyword research for all the main pages. We will do it for both websites. Also, you had your brother's website, which I will get back to you on that. I'm not sure if you added me, but regardless, if you have a question, feel free to email me and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So good luck with ranking this site. I think we still got a lot of work to do, but I think we're on the right track.